Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is your host with the most, King Geo, in the house. I got this on today because I'm going home, and it's cold, 33, which is nothing, but it's cold. I'm just waiting for the heat to come on. I just want to say something. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you to supporting my channel. But I want to say something. I hope that when those men who are growing, those men, young men and women who are having their child, have them grow, raise them with a backbone. Because let me tell you something, it amazes me that grown men don't find it, or can't find it in their heart, or in their backbone, should I say, to actually convict Donald Trump for the insurrection on January 6th. You know, the closing arguments in a court case means nothing, because at the end of the day, either there's proof or there's no proof. If you got the proof and you can prove it, obviously if you got the proof, you prove it, and juror sees that, most likely you get found guilty. You know, we're living in a day and age today that white people get away with some crimes that black and brown people will never get away with, and that's unfortunate. And then we have Congress that don't have a backbone, and they're afraid because of elections. They're afraid because if they vote against someone, that might hurt their political career. But mind you, all these people are rich. I don't know what they're doing in Congress when they're rich, and most of them got law degrees. I'll probably tell you they're no good lawyers or doctors. And if you think that the words that Donald Trump said, the way he said them, was not in any way insightful, then there's something wrong with you. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that he catered to those who don't know any better, those who are uneducated, those who could say, you know what, I'm going to go to the rally, but I'm not going to do what he says. I'm not going to go march that wall. I'm not going to follow this crowd. You know, I'm just there to support because I believe that the elections was rigged. I'm going to go for that. But anything other than that, I'm not going to do. And he knows that most of the people that are behind him are not very wise. You know, they may think they're wise, but they're not wise. And when he said, let's go march down Pennsylvania Avenue, he didn't march with them, did he? No. He went back to the White House. Okay? You don't have to literally say these things in order for you to incite people to do something. You can say something to someone in so many words. You don't have to actually say the word, let's go down to the Capitol and let's burn the motherfucker down. You don't have to say that. But you can say in so many words that some people will know what you're saying. He knew what he was saying. All right? He knew exactly what he was saying. He knew exactly what he was doing. And then after everything was said and done, even as Vice President Pence was calling out the confirmation, he was tweeting and said, Pence let us down. He let the Constitution down. He knew. And people, just listen to this. Donald Trump and his people, Rudy Giuliani, and all those senators that are behind him, Hawley, Ted Cruz, they know that by law, by the Constitution of the United States, no vice president can do anything when it comes to the January 6th, when it comes to certifying the states, the votes. No vice president can do anything. So when he actually said, come on, Mike Pence, do what you have to do, Mike Pence won't let us down. He knew Mike Pence couldn't do anything, but he rallied you guys to think that Mike Pence could. Okay? If you were smart enough, you would Google and you would say, does the vice president have the constitutional right, does the vice president have the right to overturn a confirmation? Plain and simple. You would Google and you would see that the vice president cannot overturn. But yet, you guys still did it. And you say that that's not, you're provoking by saying, that's not provoking the crowd and saying, you know what, Mike Pence, go do this. Go do this. And then when Mike Pence doesn't do this, you say, hey, you let us down. You let the Constitution down. What are those people who are already racist, those people who are already pissed off because you put in their heads that the election was rigged? Those people are already mad. You're inciting them even more. And they go into the Capitol, they storm the Capitol and say, let's get Pence, hang Pence, kill Pence. Okay? When the man is doing his constitutional duty, when he's doing what he is voted for, vice president, and what the laws ask him to do, he can't overturn, he can't do that. So yet, he made you guys believe that. Alright? He made you guys believe that the thinking then the election was rigged. The election was rigged, but yet no senator lost their seat. And the House of Representatives gained 5 seats. The Republicans gained 5 seats in the House of Representatives. How is that? But yet somehow they were against him. Somehow he says, oh, dead people voted when it wasn't true. Maybe 1 or 2 here or there, whatever the case may be. But not to the amount that he says was rigged. So you gotta think about that, people. When you hear someone tell you, if you hear someone tells you every day, this person did this, this person did this, this person did this, you're going to form a belief that this person actually did it because you're listening to it constantly. A girl tells you she loves you every day, you're going to believe that she loves you because she's telling you that she loves you. But meanwhile, she doesn't love you. But just to appease you, she tells you she loves you. Vice versa, a guy tells you he loves you, he tells you every day he loves you, you're going to believe him. My baby loves me. Same thing. I keep telling people, this election was rigged, this election was rigged, this election was rigged. People are going to believe it because they hear it constantly every day. They listen to the same newscast, the same people saying the same thing over and over again to the point it becomes redundant, or it is redundant. So people stick to that. So instead of people, you got scholars that said that this was that he causes incitement. You got scholars saying that he should be impeached. Well, he is impeached. Because, again, the House of Representatives are the ones who do the impeachment, and the Senate is the one who convicts. They're the one to decide whether a president leaves office or stays in office. They both have, I'm sorry guys, they both have 2 different roles. Okay? The Senate cannot vote to impeach a president because that's not the role. It's not in the Constitution. Nor can the House of Representatives convict the president because that's not what they do. The House of Representatives is the one who impeaches, and then it goes to the Senate, and the Senate convicts or acquit him. Plain and simple. So we all know what's going to happen today by 3 o'clock, that the Republicans are going to say no. They're going to vote to acquit because they got no backbone. But I guarantee you, if the vote would have been private, the Republican Party would have voted against Donald Trump because he wouldn't have known who voted against him. And if he doesn't know who voted against him, he cannot go after them. And that's what they're afraid. That's what they're afraid. Instead of saying, they don't think about, what happened that day. If those people would have broken that barrier, and then all those senators were not out of there, something bad would have happened. Because that mindset of people would have been, you know, they're already angry. They would have been so angry. They would have done. They would have taken Pelosi. They would have shredded Pelosi. They would have shredded Pence. They would have shredded Ocasio. Any Democrat that was there, and any Republican that went against Donald Trump would have gotten lynched. Not hung, but you know, they would have gotten jumped because these people are already mad. You know, and when you're mad, you say things that you don't mean, and you do things that you don't mean. Because you're mad, your judgment is clouded. People don't see that. The Republican Party sees that, but they don't care. But they might care, but they just not going to show it because 2022 is an election year. 2024, some of them want to run for president. So they don't want this, oh, you went against Donald Trump, so we're going to go against you. They don't want that. They just have no backbone. That's the truth. No backbone. And I can say this with Trump. I can say this with Democrats or Republicans. The same thing with Biden. Biden said on January 20th that anyway, January 21st, I think it's the 20th, that any person that works with his staff insults anybody or degrades anyone, they will be fired. What did that deputy, the deputy secretary do? He told the reporter because she went up, she asked him personal questions about whatever it was. He said, "I can destroy you," meaning that he got political pull. I can do whatever I want with you if you don't leave me alone. And when he got 1 week suspension with no pay. No, he should have gotten fired because that's what Biden said he was going to do. That he was going to fire, not suspend, but to fire. So now you're not saying you're not doing what you said that you were going to do. You see? So I go against both of them. So guys, this is what it is. I just got home. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button.